All right, we've got the fantasy edition of the Dot brought to you by Matt Bauer's Auto Group. And this is a make sure and check the inactives before the game week for the Saints in some pretty tense situations with Chris Olave being questionable with a hamstring injury all week, Alvin Kamara missing the early week from practice for a personal matter. But I think signs pointing to the possibility that both of those guys play. Luckily, this is the first slate of games at 1 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. If they're active, and we think signs point to them probably being active, you trust both of them, right?
Yeah, definitely. Alvin's situation was completely just regular life stuff. I know people were sleuthing the Instagram account and everything and looking for signs of chaos. It's nothing. Look, sometimes stuff comes up that impacts your job, and that's true for NFL players as well. So if he's playing, he's good to go. And I think that they're gonna probably get him a decent amount of touches in this game. The one thing that would make me nervous about him is that if they get behind early, they don't like to use him in receiver spots anymore. They don't throw him the ball a lot out of the backfield. So if they fall into a hole, does he get his touches? I think that makes him a little bit of a dicey play. Either way, I like Olave. I think Olave is going to get his targets in this game, and especially if they fall behind, it
Yeah.
might be bombs away a little bit to him.
Obviously, he could be limited if you're looking for a tiebreaker coming off an injury. If he is inactive, Rashid Shaheed is like the
Yeah.
sleeper pick of Rashid Shaheed's probably a good pick for like deep leagues, daily leagues on the cheap. Anyway, pay attention to what he's been doing. He's been leading them in routes run, even in games that Olave played. My last question for you: the constant battle at Saints tight end Taysom Hill, Juwan Johnson. I think they both hover around like the 10th to 12th best tight end option for people who are like picking up a new streamer every week. My big thing would be do not look at the box score last week and think Juwan Johnson is suddenly on the outs because because of lack of catches. If you weren't watching, that was that was extreme conditions in Cleveland. I actually think he might vault ahead of Taysom Hill because this might be a game where they have to throw more than run this week.
Yeah, and look, the thing with Taysom, the season's going to end, and I'm going to have no idea the rhyme or reason behind how they use him because nothing with that has made sense. The one thing that has made sense this season and has been consistent is that if they get into the red zone, there is a high probability that Juwan Johnson's going to be the person that gets passes thrown to him. So just based on that, I think there's less volatility choosing him to play this week.